Jeff, good luck keeping the camera dry. There was a ton of them.
You haven't been able to mark them like this because it's been so clear. Weird.
We're out on my front yard, Lake Erie. My house is right there. And basically, the fish have just got done spawning. But not too many people know there's actually still a bunch of them spawning here on the lake. They're done in the bay, but...
Really?
Yeah, so they're still... Like in the, if we could see, it's a little murky because the water got rough yesterday. But if we could, normally you can see the bottom where we're fishing, and you'll see these little shiny spots, and there's bass on every single one of them. So they're spawning, but we're fishing for post-spawn ones, the ones that are done. So they'll be a little bit skinnier than normal. You know, on that 15 to 20 foot break line, and it runs pretty much all the way from my house to the New York line.
So you can just drift.
You can drift forever.
Find fish the whole time.
This time of year is the best time of year to come because anybody can catch them. You could bring your kids out here. You can bring your grandma out here and just get a rod in the water. There's one there.
Oh.
Look at watch him jump. Oh, it's a giant bass. No, it isn't. It's a sheephead. You know, I often wonder though, like, why we don't just enjoy catching sheephead. We're letting them go anyway. What's the difference? Bass, sheephead. What? Yeah. Are there millions of those here?
Oh, it's a smoker.
If it gets off, we'll just call it a bass.
Yeah.
That sucker's staying on.
Swinging. What's the drop shot bait of choice for these beautiful sheephead?
So I just found out we were coming out here with you, what, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
So I ordered some 3-inch Senkos. And they were supposed to get here in 2 days, but they came last night at 7 p.m.
Jeez.
So
Saved by the bell.
We only got 1,000 of them, so that's why we only got to fish till noon, because if we fish till 5, we'd probably go through 1,000 of them.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Yours is?
Yeah, mine's way bigger. That's a good one. 3-pounder.
Oh, beautiful first fish out here. Nice little 3-pounder to start the day. Oh man.
Where is it? Maybe it's not.
Sheephead?
Sheephead.
That's gotta be. Fish are popping off. Step back in. Mark them up on the bullseye.
Fishing to me, you know, I'm just a very competitive person, so I'm not sure if there wasn't tournaments whether I'd like fishing as much as I do. I like the competition. I like being outside. I don't know. There's just something about it I can't explain. I think if everybody could experience, you know, a good day out there on the water, I think everybody'd be hooked on fishing. I've always loved it since I was a little kid.
Beauty.
I've gulped one. Boy, that's exciting. That is a tank. Come here, boy. Yeah.
Beautiful. Snap a picture of that guy for that.
It's over 4.
Definitely want to record him.
Look at that studly muffin. Boy, they're thick here.
Are you 4 or not?
Yeah, he's over 4. You know, it's hard to just pick one product or one thing that I'm excited about, but you know, we've got some really cool things. A bait from Terminator called the shutter bait that I've been using for a year and a half now, testing it and catching fish on it and making top 10s and not been able to talk about it until just like the last week. And I caught him again on it a couple weeks ago in La Crosse. So that's a bait we're introducing next week at ICAST. And of course, ANGLR's coming out with a bullseye that we've been talking about for years, literally, just to make it a little bit easier so we don't need the phone out and don't, you know, just to use the app and just hit that button real quick and be done with it. You know, you don't have to have your GPS handy or have your phone, you know, in your hand. So that's another thing that we're introducing, you know, this week. And those are pretty much the two main things anyway for 2018. Are you sure you got one?
What was that?
Is it a fish? There it is.
Beauty.
He's a chunk. Chunker.
Fish.
I'm gonna put a waypoint here since there's about 100 of them on the graph.
Oh, beauty. Awesome. That's probably pretty close to my personal best smallmouth. I haven't caught a whole lot of them.
It's a nice one.
Many places to.
Chunk.
Yeah, it's definitely a chunker. You gonna mark them up in the app here? Hit the bullseye. Get out the phone, take a quick picture.
So people that are watching this can literally see exactly where we've fished and where we caught every fish we caught and how big each one was.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it here. It's a fat.
Tarpon.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's a good fish.
Bigger than the other ones?
Heck yeah, a ton bigger.
Personal best.
Personal best.
It is.
Good fish.
Here's your PB right.
That's as big as my biggest
Peanut butter
smallmouth
and
was
jelly.
before this.
Hold it. Just put your thumb in there and squeeze. Own him. Got him? Hold him up to the
Nice. Yeah, that was.
sheephead don't do that.
Woo. Come here. It was weird because we sat on top of a wave.
Say that again.
It was weird because we sat on top of a wave, and so I wasn't sure. I was just like, why is my line sitting off the bottom? And sure enough, pretty decent fish. Ooh, it's a feisty one.
Every time a bass let's turn on some funk. I'll tell you what to do. We're gonna have a live well conversation. You want me to teach you? Yeah. Like you really care. Whatever I say, you're gonna forget anyway. I'm gonna give it to Jake, and he's gonna throw it in the live well. And we're gonna keep a couple so we can take a really nice picture later and post it on Facebook. 9 more minutes, Jake. Gotta go to a wedding. My brother. No, I'm kidding. My son, birthday, 16 years old today. Huh? Sweet. Guys having a problem holding it back.
First one.
All right, let's get it back in. Let 'em go.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Will do.
I'll let these guys go right here so you can see.
Alrighty guys, so that's gonna wrap it up here with Dave. He was kind enough to take us out on the water for a day of fun fishing, which you heard him talk about he doesn't get to do too often. So we appreciate you taking me out on the boat and showing me around on some smallmouth. I think we did pretty well.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, it doesn't have to work out that good. You know, Danny helped us out a little bit, put us on a good spot where we could catch a bunch, and right off the bat,
Absolutely.
non-stop for what, 3 hours of non-stop action.
Broke my smallmouth PB multiple times. Caught. I mean, you guys saw those last 5 fish that we had in the live well. Those were, or 6 fish, because Danny brought over his 2, and those were some pretty good smallmouth. I've never experienced smallmouth fishing like this, so.
Pretty good one. Open invitation anytime. I told you 5 or 6 times I got a spare bedroom.
I'll be
So
here.
come on up anytime and we'll take you to some good spots. We'll turn the tracker off.
Sorry guys, those are going to be the secret spots.
Yeah,
We can't let
yeah,
you.
we got to go get you a 5 or 6 pounder.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so
bet.
much.
Awesome.
And I'm sure the tour will be back here some point. Definitely
Cool.
take over that spare bedroom at some point. So
Awesome.
Thank you.